Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today, a slightly different video. I'm going to be showing myself opening 22 packs of Phantasmal Flames booster packs. The reason why this is a long format video is it was meant to be part of my pack-a-day short series which I upload every day on YouTube. I got a bit too excited when Phantasmal Flames released and I ended up opening every single pack within about 1 to 2 days, and yeah. So basically, there was a whole big load of them, and then most of them just didn't get uploaded. So I thought, you know what? We'll just combine them all and put them in one video because I didn't want you guys to miss out on any packs being opened, basically. So with this video, we're going to have a little challenge. On the right-hand column, I'm going to have the running cost of the packs, and then I'm going to have whether we got any good pulls, the value of the cards, and we're going to see whether we can make our money. And we did get a very nice illustration rare Nimble there, a very nice card. It does always surprise me with the illustration rares, because you think that is a really beautiful card. And you look up the value, and it doesn't really reflect it. And sometimes you just think, do people really appreciate cards when it comes to value? Because you look at how beautiful some of these artworks are, and sometimes it all just gets lost in just how much the cards cost and everything. But now, as you can see, we're going through another pack. This is, I believe, Mrs. Paul's opening this one. She definitely was willing to help me with this. So we'll just see whether we get anything from this. It's exciting for me doing this because obviously I get to rewatch. Oh, look at that. Two pulls in a row. The And the funny thing is, with this Yamper card, we've had two great pulls in a row with Nimble and Yamper. You think we must be making a profit, must be going well. But as you can see from the side, it's not going well. And I think that's why I wanted to start this channel, because I'm not, a millionaire. I've not got millions of subscribers. I'm just your very, very ordinary Pokemon collector. And I just wanted to show people in video form what it's like being just a standard average collector and what day-to-day life is like. And to be honest, the journey so far has been absolutely incredible. I started this channel in mid-November 2025, in the lead up to Christmas. I got a load of packs for my birthday. I thought, you know what? I've watched YouTube since I was a kid, and I always wanted to one day at least say, oh, okay, I uploaded one YouTube video. So I thought, you know what? I'll start a channel. Let's see how it goes. And since November 2025 to now, I'm on 907 subscribers. Just remember, we have got a challenge going. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers on the channel, I will be opening a vintage pack. So once another 93 of you get there, it's going to be very painful on my wallet. Let's just see if we get any good pulls out of this one. The Mega Gengar EX, I think. But once again, you look at how wonderful that artwork is, how menacing the Gengar looks, and you think, okay, that card's definitely got to be worth something. And then you head on to your trusted TCG player, and you see it's worth about $3.50, a bit under that. And you just think, I know it's a new set, and obviously when everything came out, the prices were very overly inflated. Then you see the obvious dip that comes where suddenly the cards flood the market and they're everywhere. And then you see over time they gradually creep up again. Oh, and once again, that Zacian is worth just over $3. I think it's about $3.66. Obviously, with the magical power of editing, you guys will see that before I see that. But yeah, as you can see, this set had some really nice artworks, and the one nice thing about it, I have to say, is the pull rates were kind. Obviously they're not the rarest cards in the set. They're not the most expensive, but it's just so nice seeing the artwork, the different. It was quite a small set, to be fair. Obviously, as we all know, the next set that's due to be released, Ascended Heroes, we know once again. Another pull. Another pull. I should have been uploading these as shorts. I should have done it. I should have trusted myself. But as you can see, as I was saying, Ascended Heroes, we know that's going to be a mega set. I think that's due to release in the UK around the end of January, and all I can say to everyone is good luck trying to get hold of anything. It's Pokemon goes through those phases of you see an abundance of things on the shelf and nobody wants it. I remember seeing, I think it was Silver Tempest ETBs. They couldn't get rid of them in the stores, and then suddenly, a couple of months later, everyone's back being crazy again. All the scalpers are out again. We go through waves in the Pokemon community, and this wave, obviously leading up to the 30th anniversary this year, we all knew this wave was going to be big, but it still always catches you by surprise when you just want to pick up a few packs and film a few videos. Now, let's see what we get out of here. Who doesn't love Wigglytuff and a Reshiram? I do have a soft spot for Reshiram because when I opened quite a lot of celebrations when they came out, God, that was 5 years ago now. Time really does pass by way too quickly. I remember celebrations was such a small set. I think it was 25 cards, and I would see Reshiram in about every other pack. So I've got a very nice affinity for that card. It is nice the memories you learn you get from Pokemon. Like I've remember, God, almost over 20 years ago watching the Pokemon anime, and to think that it would have such a profound sort of impact on my life to the point where I now daily upload a YouTube channel about something I enjoyed when I was a child. It's genuinely lovely, and I do hope from these videos, as you can see, I am useless with the code card. I've never managed to flip it the right way. I do hope with these videos that people enjoy them and that I can just spread a bit of positivity. Just doing what your average collector would do, really. Oh, look at that Ambipom. It's so vibrant. It's so colourful. It's such a beautiful card. It really is. And once again, I think it's another one where the price of $2.23 at the moment, it doesn't really reflect the quality of the card. Can someone explain to me in the comments why some of the packs don't have code cards? That's something I never really looked into. I just remember filming them, and I'd never had it where I didn't have a code card before. And I'm filming it, and I'm just staring at it for like 5 seconds. I'm like, okay, there's normally numbers there, right? And the Mega Sharpedo EX, it's not the top one of the set. Obviously, we did get the top one of the set in our Pack a Day series. That was very exciting to pull that, and that was when I think that was the day or the day after it come out, so the prices were very inflated and it was very exciting. But as you can see, that card, it's worth about 60 cents. So it's once again a very nice card, and I definitely think you'll see it slowly climb over time. But yeah, and how's everyone's pack luck going? Mine, if you've been watching my Pack a Day series, as of today, another pull. These all should have been part of the Pack a Day. I know they're not the most valuable cards, but when you open as many Pokemon packs as your average collector does, you learn to realize that anything is a hit. Sometimes I put a video out and I go, "Oh, finally a pull," and someone will comment and they'll go, "No, no, 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 that's not a pull. That's not a pull. That's a 60-cent card." And I'm like, "Well, no, 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 no. It definitely is a pull." But as you can see, with our Pack a Day challenge, I think we're currently down at least $170 from when we started. I am planning to do a long format video because obviously we're now into day 72, 73. We're around that point. So I want to do a long format video basically summarizing the pulls we've got, how much I've spent on packs, which packs I've opened, and summarizing just how we've got to this point, really. I think it'll be a good thing for people to watch who maybe weren't here at the beginning of the channel when I had like 7 subscribers and don't want to watch through 70 videos. What a cool fire breather card. As you can see on the right hand column, we're not doing particularly well in the profit or loss challenge, but that's to be expected. The Pokemon game is simple. If you want to make a profit, buy singles. If you want the thrill of the chase, if you want that childhood nostalgia in you, then buy the packs. But yeah, as I was saying, I think that video of just summarizing everything and summarizing how we got to this point will just help everyone that's new to the channel and doesn't want to go back and watch, say, 100 videos to work out what we got, when we got it, where we got it. And another pull. I just loved opening these. I think that's why I ended up going through them all so quickly, because I was just opening. Me and Mrs. Pauls, we were just opening them, and it was like, okay, an EX, okay, a hit, okay, a hit, and we just kept going and going and going, and then you have that realization when you turn around and you see the floor is just littered with packs, and you're just staring, and you're like, I think we got a little overexcited with that. But it's given me the chance. I know I haven't been uploading a lot of long format videos. I know that is something I've got to work on. I've got two planned more for January. We're going to be opening the Mega Venusaur Premium Collection, which I think has 8 packs in it. And then we're also going to be opening the Combined Powers Collection, which has 11 packs in it. And from what I've been told and from what I've read online, the pull rates in the lead in Combined Powers, they're not great. So that could be a very entertaining video if we get nothing. That would be a very entertaining video. I am often keeping a lookout for more products so I can open more on long format videos for the challenge, but as I'm sure you'll all appreciate, the stores, they're a desolate wasteland at the moment. There's just nothing out there. So maybe I'll get lucky when we get the drop of Ascended Heroes. Maybe I'll get lucky. I got lucky with Phantasmal Flames. Maybe I'll get lucky again. Who knows? I've not managed to pre-order anything, so it will just be whether we get lucky. But as you can see, we're now getting towards the end few packs. As you've probably guessed, as is a theme with my channel, profit does not exist in K's Pokeballs world. It doesn't exist. We're here for vibes, we're here to build a community, and we're here for good times. This is a safe space for everyone. It's just where you can relax and chill out, watch someone lose their money in Pokemon cards, and then go on with your day. And yeah, as I say, the journey so far has been beyond incredible. I had the flu for about 5 weeks. I had about 3 different strands of flu, and I went from uploading about 4 YouTube short videos a day, the Reshiram making another appearance, the Reshiram, and as you can see there, Mrs. Pauls thought there was another card when there wasn't. Yeah, I had the flu in December for about 5 weeks, and I went from uploading 4 videos a day to literally one, and that was me almost bedbound, where I was like, no, I've got to get something out for you guys. The pack a day, I committed to it, and I was like, I've got to get that out because I genuinely enjoy it, and I genuinely love every single interaction I get with you all. Everyone who takes the time to comment, everyone who takes the time to like, everyone who just has a chat. My most interacted video was the notorious day 67 video. Half of people loving day 67 because of the 6767, half the people not loving it. But as you can see, we've now opened 22 packs of Phantasmal Flames, and we've got some good pulls, but the value has not been there. I hope you've all enjoyed this video. If you have, remember, comment, like, and subscribe. And obviously share.